Hello viewers. Hello viewers. So we have our bit of streaming going on tonight. Again, we're having technical problems tonight, so I may not be able to see any of your messages. I'm going to slow the stream down a bit and probably view it on my screen so that I can see some of your messages. And then just go from there. Basically, I'll do my best to follow. I can only see messages from YouTube probably, and we'll see what I can read on my screen here. I'll make it as large as possible. Bit of a pain, but I will do my best to read some of the chat if the chat is actually working for you guys. So do let me know if you're watching this. Do let me know if it's working for you. We're very late. I've had all kinds of technical problems trying to get the chat working, and unfortunately problems with Restream stopping me from doing it all properly tonight. So we will see if we can fix that another time. But I don't want to miss the beginning of the race. I've only got 3 minutes and I haven't done any practice at all. So I'm going to just crack on and just check everything's set here. Yeah, okay, and get stuck in. I've done no practice at all. I've literally been trying to fix the streaming situation, and I'm going to have to move that ever so slightly. Stop there for a moment. Just move it out of my field of view. Having my microphone in the way of the screen is not good. Okay, thanks Daryl, thanks, good, that's coming up on my screen, so I can vaguely read your comments. It's just very tiny, so thanks Jason. Actually Jason, I think you asked me about wheel stands on Twitter a little while ago, and I didn't get back to you on that. It's purely because at the time I actually didn't know. Fortunately I haven't, unless I've tested a wheel stand, I couldn't tell you how good they are, unfortunately, so I wouldn't know, but it is something that would be handy if we were able to test some of these wheel stands out, no doubt. Setting wheels up and pedals is a very time-consuming business. That's one thing that a lot of YouTubers will tell you, that when you want to change your wheel over, it's like a full-day event. At least for me, it is. It's really sort of difficult getting in behind all my wires and changing everything. What a strange car. What a strange car in that corner. So we won't have time to do a proper lap, sadly. It does feel weird, doesn't it? It feels so slow. It just doesn't... I don't know. Right, okay, so we're gonna run this race now. And the first thing we're going to notice on this race today is going to be how critical qualifying is. Qualifying is absolutely critical. But there are two key areas where mistakes can be made. We've got the braking into the hairpin, and then we've got the chicane of death, shall we say, at the end of the lap here. And this is where time can be made and lost, significant time. However, I personally feel that you're better off playing it somewhat safe on that chicane. And I was playing it safe then, but it shows even when you play it safe that tricky things can happen, but you are better off playing it somewhat safe. I think there's definitely more time to lose than to gain on that. As we go past the train, there it goes. You can actually hear the train now. And we're about to match and get into the race. Obviously yesterday we didn't have much luck with the race, but that's because we qualified 19th, and when you're up against a lot of these A and A plus NES racers, there's really only so much you can do sometimes. I mean, obviously I was testing out the fuel, it didn't work out for me. It seems quite quiet, doesn't it? You know, it seems like there's no engine sound at all. So that is a thing. So let's see how we get on in this lobby. Obviously, we've got some high-scoring guys, A and S. So it's a strong lobby. Let's see where we end up today. Three Brits in here. So Alex Yar on 5,000 points. I mean, he's clearly a good racer. So I think we've got a good, strong lobby here in terms of what we can do. And I'll have to see if I can fix my... So if I do miss any chat, I apologise. It's going to be a problem today reading it. At least the stream is working and you guys can see it. This will be a challenging race, I think, in the terms of, one, we've got a really tough lobby. I can tell that by the points. I mean, look, there's some really high scores in here. And secondly, we've got just you know, cars that are driving on a knife edge. You know, we're driving on a knife edge in these cars. You know, it's not like I feel there's lots of room to feel the car or the grip. You're very much tippy-toeing around, and I've always disliked these sort of slower cars, if you like. You know, I've said it before. The faster the car, the more comfortable I normally am as a driver. Right. Brum, brum, brum. Of course, there's no sound, but brum, brum, brum. Oh, look at it, it's silent. It's weird, isn't it? You know when you're driving and there's just me talking now. There's just no sound at all. It's almost giving me earache, actually. This sort of high-pitched scream in my ear. I think we need more wind sound just to drown it out. So traction control, we're going to leave TCS off, but I think that as the race goes on, that's going to be something which could be very interesting to oh, you can see that went wrong for me there. Got to brake nice and early for that corner, but you can see how even in practice, apart from making a mistake there, we're not really gaining on each other. It's going to be quite interesting, I think, to see. I mean, obviously he's in my slipstream above there, so he's going to try and have a go into turn one. But you can see there, it's tricky, isn't it? So we could have gone for him there in terms of I lifted a bit to hold back, but definitely shows, you know, one little mistake and you lose momentum. So I've got no information here today. There's 14 people watching now. I don't think it's actually got out there that I'm doing the race. I don't think there's a tweet. So please do pop out a retweet to the stream, guys. I'd appreciate that. I literally haven't had a chance. So that's why nobody knows about it yet. All right then, qualifying. Oh, I think I'm one of the first out. Oh no, no, they're just appearing in front of me. Well, 4 cars ahead. This is good. Let's hope they're not slow. Thud, 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 thud. Well, that's your ears for the next half an hour, guys. this isn't good for us. I did slow down, but the guy behind me was sort of hurrying me along. So we're all going to end up quite close, unfortunately. I hope these guys are quick. There we go, critical braking. Somebody right in my way. Shit. Thought he was going to let me by then. He didn't. Well, what can you do? This is the difficult part of quali, when you've got somebody pushing you hard behind you and you've got a guy in front who's not that quick. See if we can. This is all a bit critical now. I'm afraid we're losing time all the way around the houses here. We can't get past him. It's impossible. Oh, having to lift. That's a real shame. Real shame. We weren't able to, not able to do a good lap at all then. So I had to lift on a final corner. You know, lost a fair bit of time. So we'd have comfortably been up there if we had sadly I had to lift a lot through there, so this lap is ruined. I think tyres are okay though. I mean, I don't think there's any. Well, that guy just hit a wall, I think, there. So you can see just losing that time there has put me down in 10th, and that's critical. Hi Marek. It's put me down in 10th, and that's critical. It just shows, you know, we could have easily gone a lot quicker then, and yeah, that's put us down. Really frustrating that is. This won't be a great lap because the first half of the lap I had to hold back. So let's see if we can do a better lap this time. If this guy is quick, I don't know, we'll see. That's a shame. Little touch on the wall there cost me quite a bit. That guy's gone in the pits. How much time do we have? Do we have enough time to get round and get in the pits? We might do. We might do. Don't think we do. I don't think we do. I think we may as well stay out now and Clear track. Let's try and get a lap in after this. The tyres are worn, but I don't think it's going to matter too much really. It's very difficult to say, isn't it? The car is moving more than it was. It's 1 mile an hour slower than it was through there, so it is losing time. We've not managed to do a better lap. Damn, the tyres are a bit worn, so it has made a difference. Losing time all around the houses here. Yeah. So do we have time for another stop? I don't think we do. Critical, this is below 28 seconds. Yes, okay, so we're still on for a better lap. Oh, and we've got cars right in our way. This is not what we needed at all. At all. Let's hope he stays out of the way. Brilliant. Thank you, sir. As straight as possible. It's not quick enough, but it's still better. Yeah, worn tyres, but hopefully we've managed to still improve a little bit. Yeah, okay, so it's 5th place. Brilliant, brilliant. Worn tyres and we've still managed to get up to 5th. It's brilliant. It's alright, it's alright. We've done what we needed to do there. I don't think we've got a better lap in these tyres now. That was really pushing. It shows we could have done a 152 on clean tyres, for sure. For sure, we lost a lot of time then. Wow, the tyres are gone. But hey, have we got enough time to do another lap? No, we haven't. 5th place though, that's not bad, is it, in this lobby? Could have done better, but we know we're competitive. That's a good thing, you know, only just behind 4th. It's funny because you're hearing cars hitting walls on other parts of the track, which you wouldn't normally hear with your engine running. It's alright. Good training as well for worn tyres. I think that's another thing as well, just to see how the car performs. I've got it on this setting, so if we need traction control or something to come in just to help with anything like that. Look at that, I did that corner much better than I did before. Typical. Okay, so I think it's going to be a really interesting race. Typical how it works out, wasn't it? But there you go. That's alright, I'm not disappointed with that, given the problems we've had with quali. So 5th, 6th in the end. Let's hope we're in the top 10. I know it's pretty close in this top 10. If you think about it, look at that. How close we all are. Damn, I had pole position pace in me in that car. If I'd managed to get a clean lap earlier. So Wishbone's mentioning the 1979 BMW M1 Pro car is going to be in Dirt Rally 2. Yeah, I mean there will be high raving bonkers. Yeah, you know they've got that license, haven't they, to show whatever they want to show. So no doubt I'll do a bit of Dirt Rally on here. I wish there was a wheelbase that done PlayStation and Xbox. It's a real pain having to change the wheelbase when I want to play a different game. It's a real pain, I tell you. Okay, so very close in this field. It's going to mean I think this race could get quite dirty. I mean, look how close the times are. Let's not muck about. That is a close field, isn't it? I mean, I think that is the closest field I've ever seen in a race. I mean, we're all covered by, you know, whatever, 2 seconds. It's just ridiculous. And again, I had a lot more time there. Shame I wasn't able to maximise it on good tyres. But where are we? We're in 8th place. Let's aim for 5th in the race. Shall we do that? We always like to aim a bit higher, don't we? It all depends on whether we get taken out. I'm a little bit concerned with the chicane of death. We're just going to have to do our bit and see. Everyone's saying have a good race. Right. Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Rob. Got the music now, haven't we? Okay, so ready for the race sim, and let's see how we get on. Dun 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 dun. Oh, it's not a standing start, is it? Does anyone know if it's a standing start? I don't know if it's a standing start. I didn't know anything about a standing start. Does anyone know? Looks like it's set up for a standing start. Boom. Flash your lights. Boom. Boom. Yeah, look at me in my green car. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Daryl says to have pit stops. I don't know. I don't know if it has pit stops. We don't know, guys. We're going to figure it out as we go. Dun 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 dun. Ready for the racing, guys. Ready for the serious stuff. My goodness, it never gets more serious than it does now. Alan Boyston in the driving seat, ready to go, ready to push into turn 1 on this Tokyo circuit. The weather is fine. The field, there's an anticipation in the field for the race today, and everyone's fired up and ready to go. Right, let's concentrate. That's it now, guys. Focus. Oh my goodness me, he wasn't even moving. What the hell was that? Ah, what a disaster. I mean, what a disaster. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. Oh wow. I can't believe what happened there. Oh well then, never mind. Never mind. Penalties have not been my friend, have they? I actually made a good start as well. Oh well. 4-second penalty. That will put me back to last. And that's a disaster. There we go. Into the penalty zone. Oh wow. Oh well. That's that then, isn't it? I mean, literally, that guy, I don't know why he hadn't ghosted on the start line. He hadn't even gone anywhere. Completely unsighted. Oh well. So, effectively, the damage took a while to repair. I'm now in nearly last and it's over. Such a shame. I was really hoping today that we would have a good chance, but sadly, it is what it is. And now we're going to have slow guys in our way and no way past. Getting past these guys is going to be almost impossible. I was really looking for. I was really fired up for a good race then as well. I thought we could win this actually deep down. I thought, well, you know what, we've got the pace, and now we're stuck. We're never going to get past these guys because it's going to be bumper cars, isn't it? We're going to have to get really aggressive, I think, to try and. Oh, I'm going for it, mate. Squashing me on the inside. Damn it. Got squashed on the inside, but he got a penalty for that anyway, so there we go. And that other guy went in the back of me anyway, so oh man, at least we'll make up 2 positions if we get past this chap. It's pretty risky. 3 of 11. So we just have to kind of keep our head down now. Slow through the chicane then, but I made a slight mistake with my braking going in and figured, hey, let's just do the best we can. Now that guy's got a penalty up there. I really would like to try and close on him if I can. He's more than 2 seconds away, so he could serve it and stay ahead of me at the moment. We are closing. Made good progress through that section. Had a good section there, didn't we? 27 seconds, not bad. Wow, the car really doesn't like that hairpin then. It didn't work out for me, did it? Again, it's one of those situations where I don't always know why that happens. Great, so we got past him. That's good. It's another one done. So again, just focus now on this pink car. He's pretty quick anyway, so don't think at the moment I'm much quicker than him. Bad hairpin done me there though. Oh, another penalty up there. Brilliant. This is what we need. If we can get close enough to him. No, I think we can. Look at that. Not a bad lap. Better than my qualifying lap. Okay, so we're definitely closing on these guys now. We're quicker than these guys now. So just got to find a way past. Okay, that's fine. That's good. That's good pace there. So we've closed on this guy 9th into the penalty. And there's another penalty ahead as well. So these penalties are really holding people back at the moment. Oh, he went solid just as I went past then. I think he was considering closing the door then as well. There was a little movement. But we're okay. This is an opportunity here if we can get it right to do well or do badly. Oh, this isn't looking good actually. So we're going to just hold back. There's too much risk here. We don't want to get a penalty ourselves. I'll look at the chat in just after the race, guys. Had to avoid him there. He was turning in on me and I I thought I don't want a penalty at this stage, you know. That's the last thing I want. This guy's coming up behind me. This isn't good. He's looking quite racy, so I'm going to brake on the inside, sod it. So where did we start the race? 8th place is where we started. So it's a shame actually. My start was actually really good off the line, and then if those of you coming and joining in, there was a car that wasn't moving on the grid, and I just went straight into the back of him. Very unexpected. He hadn't ghosted, which was a bit strange. Tyres are going quite a bit. Good speed through the chicane there. We're definitely quicker than these guys if we can find a way past them. No doubt about it. Can't seem to get any kind of slipstream off them though, or at least it's very minimal. Okay. Hopefully no penalties there, and I'm not certain that we didn't touch anyone or what, but we're up to 8th. We're back to where we started the race. Concentration. Wow, this is a seriously concentrating race, viewers. It might not... These cars are so precise. We just need a really good lap now to get us some distance between these guys behind us. Hopefully now we need someone ahead to get a penalty. So the wheels of traction's going on that corner. It's tricky. I think we're all struggling there. Tell by the guys ahead of me how much they were struggling. So the sad part is that with this race being as it is, I'll end up with probably a driver down rating and a sportsmanship down rating, but at least we'll have had a good race again. That's the main thing, viewers. Now we've got another penalty there, of course. We'll get past him. And we'll close up on these guys now. Very delicate through these sections. It's concentration level's really high on this race. I'm actually finding it quite draining. It's surprising. Another good lap there. Look at that. Another 153. Keep those going. Made a mistake there, so we lost a bit of time. It's basically, I am pushing quite hard, so okay, so we've got a guy slowing down. This will take us to 7th. So amazingly, despite going from pretty much near the front to near the back with a 4-second penalty, we'll have worked our way back up ahead of where we started. And I think what this proves is, had I started near the front, I would probably have been definitely in a chance of doing well in this race. So no doubt about it. Tricky now. The tyres are going. It's making it tricky. Another penalty up ahead. Let's hope we can gain on this guy. Alright, we're going to gain on this guy. Great. Now we're quicker than the car in front. And of course then we've got a penalty there as well. So two laps of action, viewers. Taking a different line there to avoid this chap. We lost quite a bit of time. Look at that there. So despite the penalty, we're up into 6th place now. I can't believe we're within shot of like the top positions here. This is crazy. Crazy. Now this guy is holding us up, but in racing it's always difficult, you know, because you've got acceleration and braking, and I don't want a penalty myself. The tyres are gone as well. You're seeing that in all of us. You know, these cars are not easy to drive now. He's blocking. Tyres are gone now. Tyres are gone. They are gone. feel like Daniel Ricciardo then. Like a Ricciardo moment. I tell you what, I've Ricciardo smile if I can just bring it home. Do you know, I remember saying to you guys before the race started, I hope I can finish in 5th. That didn't involve going to 18th place and back to 5th. Ah! Oh! Blimey. Oh, you are joking with me. Joking with me again. Oh, well. Well, it was a good try, eh? A good try. Good try. That's a shame. That kind of ruins what was for me a fun race. Puts me down in 10th place. Boom. But whatever, whatever. Did my best. Did my best. Brilliant. Oh. What a shame. What a shame. I enjoyed the race. Quite high concentration. But I'm very disappointed with that ending there. That guy making a bit of a lunge. And me getting the penalty for it. I mean, we're all on bald tyres at that point. Oh well. 8th place in the end. So, whatever. I think that was, like I said, it should have been 5th, but, you know, I actually, just to let you guys know, I can't see any chat other than YouTube at the moment tonight. We've got some technical problems, and even though you're seeing it on the screen, I can't read it. So I can only see the Team VVV YouTube at the moment. You know, hi Olivier, we do need some music. Some Ridge Racer would help, certainly would, but I guess it's sort of serious stuff, isn't it, today? That was okay, you know. I'm going to save the replay to that. I think that was... Yeah, we're going to save the replay. That was a real interesting drive. I think what was great about that race was how surprising my pace was compared to everybody else. Quite a lot of pace compared to everyone else. Wow, that was something. Woo! You know what? I don't care. What was that? 17th to 5th place. You know, from the end of the first lap being 17th. Can't grumble with that. Can't grumble with that. We'll enter the next one. Let me take the headphones off for a minute. Woo! That was a drive, though. That was a drive. That was actually one of my favourite races. That was actually the silence, the precision required to drive that was really hard. Just gonna have a break for a minute. That was something, wasn't it? Something. So those of you just tuned in, basically I qualified, I don't know, 8th I think I qualified. I got up a few places and then somebody didn't start on the grid and I went straight into the back of them, unsighted, and that put me down to somewhere like 12th, 13th, and then somebody smacked into the back of me at turn 1, which pushed me into somebody and gave me a 4-second penalty, which put me into 17th or 18th, something like that. And then I went from there to 5th, and within eyeshot of the lead. I mean, that's crazy in a race like that. So I'll definitely go again. I'm just having a little break for a minute. That was quite intense. I've got to say, viewers, that was a very intense race. I don't know. It's the precision on every corner of these cars. It's different to other racing cars because there's sort of a knife edge of grip, and you like that with the wheel. You're not able to drive it. You know, you're really a little bit of turning. every bit of turning you do adds resistance to the tyre, and you lose 1 mile an hour. So you got to look at it like you're trying to keep a straight line. Oh, that was good though. That was good. I think if we can get a good qualifying, we've definitely got the pace to win this race. There's no doubt about it. Definitely got the pace to win this race. Hell, you know, I think a couple more laps then we could have won the race, honestly. Wow, that was pressure, viewers, pressure. Just sort of relaxing. I'm trying to chill. Trying to chill for a minute before I go. I've got 13 minutes of chill before I go back to the breach. Yeah, so viewers, just reading now. Just to let you know, I can't read any chat apart from the YouTube chat at the moment. There's a bit of a problem with Restream, and it's not giving me the chat window, which is a bit of a pain. So, and on the screen I can see like messages come up, but they're not quite. I can't read them. They're very small and not very clear. So, unfortunately, I'm just a bit stuck at the moment in terms of sorting that out. I tried to sort it out before the stream, and we'll see, guys, how we get on. But we've definitely got some pace there, haven't we? You know, definitely got some pace. There's no doubt about it. And what was great about that race was the ability to overtake. Made some good overtakes there. I mean, there was one I did 2 cars on a corner. You know, I was finding places to overtake. It's funny actually, but braking isn't always my strong point, but there was some Daniel Ricciardo action in that. The thing that's hard to judge with these cars when you're watching videos is the tyre wear. Those last 3 laps, the cars were really hard to drive, and you know, you're seeing good drivers make mistakes because the car isn't quite behaving in quite the way they expect it to, and that's what causes the issues. Oh. Right. I'm going to have a little break, viewers. I'm going to get a cup of tea, and then I'm going to come back, and then I'm going to be ready for the next race in 11 minutes. So get yourself a cup of tea, and I'll be see you in just a minute, and then we're going to do it all again. Let's hope this time. Oh, I really do feel we can do well on this race. Now, come on, viewers. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. I've had a few weeks of bad luck. I had some bad luck then, to be fair. And we got Jeff here as well. Jeff's here. Hello, Jeff. And Daryl there. Go again. You have the pace. And George, congrats. Thanks, George. And Kane, well done anyway, Alan. Yep, thank you, Kane. And Pro Blunder, great recovery drive, a moral 5th place. I appreciate that. It was, wasn't it? It was a bit disappointing at the end. Probably did some damage to my my overall stats again, which are important at the moment because these stats determine how many points I can possibly score from a race. At the moment I've not had a good points finish, so yeah, I've had an SR down, but obviously with all the overtakes and the clean racing in there as well, it's not too bad, but I'll improve that in a moment. Right, I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. Don't go anywhere. See you in a sec. Hello viewers. Okay then, ready for the next race then. Goodness me, that was a bit of pressure earlier, but we're back now, and we'll see. We'll see. Unfortunately, I can't read your comments. It's a shame. I just can't read them on Facebook, and they're coming up on the screen, but I can't read them on Facebook and other things other than YouTube tonight. So it's a bit of a pain. That will be hopefully fixed next time. Just a slight issue with my restreaming software, and tried to fix it, couldn't. So it will just take a bit longer another day. Okay, so a really good result, wasn't it, on that first race. I hope we can have it. We can do it again. And just get a better qualifying slot, basically. I mean, all of our problems came there from not really qualifying where we belong on the grid, and I think that's the thing that you know, is proving to be a bit of a pain. Is the fact that you know, it's just not qualifying where we should be. But here we are then, race ready to go. Glasses are steaming up. Let's see now. Oh. Glass is cleaner, not here. Oh, brilliant. Okay, that's fine. Oh well. Okay, who do we have in here? Okay, so the mixed group. Lots of high scorers again here in this group. So not many names I recognise in this one. So it's a bit of a new lobby here. Sometimes I often recognise the names, and sometimes I don't. The last lobby was actually a higher ranked lobby in many respects than this one. Okay. Let's get stuck in. Hear that engine pumping now. Away we go. Oh. Okay. Okay, so that's all down to qualifying, and let's hope we can put in a decent qualifying session here today. Oh, it's putting me right near the back, isn't it? Wow, that's a shame. I was hoping to be further up the hoping to be further up than this. Give myself a bit more space in terms of quali. This is not good. This is not good, viewers. This is not good. Wow, okay. It's strange. Okay, it's fine. Don't quite know what's going on here. It's, I'm going to just slow down now. I don't know what that guy's doing. He's like going faster and then slower and then faster and then slower. I just need a bit more of a gap, really. That wasn't great, was it? But there you go. At least we've got a bit of a clear lap. There's a bit of a gap between us and them, so let's see how we get on. Didn't have a great start to the lap, so we've lost a bit of time there. Come on. Too slow. Too slow. Damn. That corner is horrible in this car. It's absolutely horrible. Or 115 at least, something. Something. We need some nearer the front. Ah, I got it wrong. Ah, it's alright. Trying, pushing hard. I'm a little bit focused on this gold car in front of me because deep down I know that we're going to close up on each other, and that's where my mind is. If you're wondering why mistakes like that creep in, I'm thinking, oh, how am I going to find a way past? Let's get some new tyres. There's absolutely no refueling required. This car should be able to do, you know, a couple of 100 miles, I expect. So that's all right. We got new tyres anyway, so. So this is good. I think we've got a bit of a clear track in front of us and behind us now, providing people don't exit the pits just as we're going past. We've got hopefully an opportunity to put a lap in here. We want to be top 10 at the very least. Funny thing is that anyone who follows me regularly will know that I do better race lap times than I do time trial lap times. That's just why my mind works. Sometimes for me, the concept of following a car makes me drive harder than just the track itself. It's just my mindset. It's different when I'm leading a race, because I still feel like I'm racing somebody, whereas it's better. Not much better, but it's better. Damn, that is not what we wanted. See if we can get past or not. He's just come out the pits, so thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Give him a little flash. I really respect that when drivers give each other space on a qualifying lap, you know. I respect that. I'm slower this lap, look at that. Come on, keep it straight as possible. Good, good. 5th place at least. That's something. So we did the first and last corner well then. But fortunately it didn't all work out, did it? It's still only put me in 5th place. I've lost my concentration a bit. Just let him go. Okay. Where are we? 5th? If we finish top 10, I think we'll still be happy. We started in 8th on the last race, so I think if we start there, I'll be relatively pleased. Clearly, these guys were pretty quick. I reckon it's close between us. You know, I reckon another 2 tenths would have seen you pole position. Oh, look at that idiot! Look at that idiot doing that. Oh, well. Well, it's all. He's not helped himself, has he? You know, the man's on a qualifying lap. You've got a penalty. Give him space. Do we have enough time? We don't actually. This is going to finish qualifying, so I won't be able to put in a better lap this time. Be good if I could put in one more lap. I feel ready to put in one more lap. It's so weird, isn't it, not having any engine sound when I'm talking to you guys. But it is what it is. Oh, we've got one more lap. Okay, wow. Okay, it's not bad. Be so calm. Be so calm on these. These laps. It's unbelievable. Not bad though. I mean, quite happy with the lap times there. There we go. 4/10 off of first. We put in a very good lap, has to be said. Well, I'm not disappointed with that. I think if we can finish where we start, then we'll be all right. Falling down. See how far down the order we fall. Look at that. It's very close between us, isn't it? There we are. So. Very close. I mean, goodness me, the difference between me and 7th is nothing. So we'll have to wait and see. Okay, T-Power. T-Power. Have it. That is a close lobby. I mean on the whole again as well. If you look at the top 11, you know, we're all within, you know, a second give or take. This is a quick lobby, viewers. This is a quick lobby. Not going to lie. Quicker than the last lobby, which is a shame because that last lobby clearly had the pace. These guys are quicker than me in this lobby. Typical. Actually, though, I do think I had a 152 in me. I just haven't managed to put it all together. Question is, can they do that consistently while under pressure from an Allen? Here we go. Gran Turismo is back. Okay, let's keep the music. Let's keep the music pumping, viewers. Yeah, standing start of Doom. Oh, we're so packed on this grid, it doesn't help. No drama at the start would be a help. It would be Daryl. I will say that my head's more in the right place for it than it was before. Last time I didn't know we were doing a standing start until we were on the standing start. So okay, so. Rock. Honestly, I do like the music here. Getting you pumped. Getting you pumped. Imagine Kazunori dancing to this, to some tunes. Alright, let's see. Competitive racing action, viewers. Like nothing you've seen before. We're going to push boundaries. We just want to get through the first lap without a penalty. Let's get through the first lap without a penalty, and let's just try this. Let's just try this, you know. I'm going to do my best. focus on this now. And got a pony there. We've got Winnie the Pooh on a car. That's nice. Never noticed it before there. Winnie the Pooh. Oh, I hope that doesn't give me a penalty there. Oh, wow, there's some leaning going on and everything here. This is messy. He wasn't quite aware I was on his inside there. That's what went wrong. Partially blinded by the lighting there, actually. Surprising. Oh, blinded, you see. Got a bit close to the chicane, and I knew that was coming then because I knew I was close, and he couldn't see it well enough, so it was a bit cheeky, but we all know what we're doing. Trust me. They were trying to do that in front. Try and blind people. This is a tricky situation here because I'm going to give him space because I'm aware that he's in the side. I knew he wasn't going to make the apex, so give each other space there. That was sensible. I say give each other space. It's all fun until someone gets a penalty, isn't it? And then so again, I'm quicker than this guy. Just a matter of time before we get past him and then get on to the top guys who are not pulling away in the same way you'd expect, are they? They're having their own little battle, and that's slowing them down a fair bit. There's just no slipstream, is there? I mean, I can't get anything off this guy in terms of slipstream. I can't see where I'm going. So our guy up the front has a penalty. Somehow the penalty was there and it was gone again. Am I the only person that noticed that? Seems strange. That's a bit strange. I saw a penalty and then it was gone. That is weird. That is weird. This guy's right beside me. I did well to avoid him actually. This guy's got a penalty. We don't want to go behind him. There he is. So we're going to duck in behind this guy now. The last thing we want to do is have this guy right in our way. This guy's really holding me up here and it's a bit of a shame. I think that, again, that's all about qualifying, isn't it? But we just got to be calm. Make it clean. He's braking much earlier than me there as well, so his exit speed is higher. Slow entry. And it's sort of messing with my line through there. He got a penalty. That's what we needed, viewers. That's what we needed. So he'll be pissed off with himself now, and he'll be saying, you know, whatever at the screen. So he'll be a little bit slower through this sector. We just need to give him some space. Let's not harass him too much. Protecting the tyres a little there. No point pushing to the limit just to be right behind him. Okay, that's good. So now we've got what we needed. We've got a bit of clear track and clear front and behind really, if we just take this next lap well. Concentration, I tell you viewers, it really is concentration. This guy behind us is quicker than us, but we really could do with a bit more space really, but there you go, here's what it is. Leaning on the tyres a bit through there, my line was wrong and did some damage to them. Oh, we got wheel spin. Oh, we got wheel spin. Damn, double damn. We were really closing on these guys then and we've lost a lot of time through here. Look at the time we've lost. So we've lost over half a second on that corner and down this straight, which is a shame. Oh, I got that wrong. Hoping to get a penalty for that. I did. Damn. It's alright. It happens to all of us. So that'll move me down. Let's hope I can put in a good lap to try and recover that. That's a shame. It's a shame. Oh, there you go. It's my fault. It's my fault. I got my braking wrong. So that guy behind me knows now he's in good shape to pass me. So that put me down to 4th. It's not the end of the world. Oh, he's gone in the pits. That's a big mistake. No point pitting. There's no time to pit and come out again. That's a shame. That's a shame. 2nd place, maybe even the lead gone. Okay, so come on, speed. Give me some speed. We might lose this position as well. This next guy's gaining on us. We don't want him getting past us. We really have no choice. He's going past, look at that. He's got 4 miles an hour on us. I'm going to take it smooth on the inside. And I got an SR down for that. It's always interesting, isn't it? You know when you get an SR down for somebody going in behind you. It's, oh, what a terrible lap though. Look at that, 5 seconds I lost then on that lap. This guy's right on me now. And you can see we're all sort of moving around a fair bit on the tyres. So it's a funny race, this one, isn't it? It's very different to the last race, which was obviously all action all the way through. But I'm assuming that a lot of the guys pitted in the last race, which is why I was able to close up so much. Whereas in this race, people haven't pitted. They've just kind of gone for it. Ah, the bad chicane there. Bad chicane. Bad chicane. So that's cost me badly. I'm going to go on the inside now and defend. Car placement here. He's going to look to outbrake me into this corner, so I'm not going to have it. I'm going to brake on the inside. That was close. That was close. Very close. We're slowing each other down here, but it's all we can do really at the moment. I've got to keep this position where possible. Shame about that penalty, wasn't it? This battle is really slowing us down now. We're just losing time hand over fist on the guys in front, but whatever. Okay, so we've managed to hold him off for a lap or two. I think it's a shame really we had that battle, because I think we could have closed back up on the leaders again, but obviously with that battle now we've lost all that time. And sometimes you see, I don't know if I've said to you guys before, but sometimes it's not worth battling somebody when you're gaining on the cars in front, because you end up just slowing each other down. Very difficult to get out that corner, you know. It's just everybody's struggling with it. So there must, you know, obviously there's a big battle going on for the lead now, and that could start slowing those guys down if we on these last couple of laps. But I doubt it. I think there's definitely going to be a lunge somewhere. Oh look, he got really close to me then, didn't he? He was pushing really hard. I'm actually not going so quick over the chicane because I got the penalty earlier. I'm trying not to get another penalty, so that's a big part of why I'm trying to be careful there. these tyres, you know, not mucking around, but they are really, really tired and worn out, these tyres now. You saw the guy behind me struggling. We are all struggling. And like I say, the guys in this lobby, you know, they're no slouches, you know, good racers. Just a shame that penalty came in, and kind of my own mistake, cutting too much of the chicane. Taking it nice and easy then. We just didn't want any mistakes on the final corner. And a podium finish. A podium finish after a difficult second FIA season. So that's something. That's improvement. Could have been second, made a mistake. I'm happy with third. Very different race to the first race. The first race was definitely harder concentration. That was a strange race, I think, because when the guy came up behind there, you know, he thought he had a slow car in front of him, and his mentality was, I'm quicker than this guy, I've caught him. That's the mentality. When in actual fact, really, he only caught me because of the penalty. Otherwise he wouldn't have, and I would have been somewhere probably battling for the lead with those other two guys, and it could have ended great, could have ended badly. You just never know, basically. No doubt Rodders was doing some solid defending. Either way, a good result for the UK in the old Nations Cup there. So that was a good result, viewers. A good result in terms of racing action. Third place. And what have we got here, chat? What have we got? We got Jeff here. Podium, vodka for Alan's site. Absolutely. 1,200 points. That's better. It's better on the points. Improves things a little bit, doesn't it? That was a good result, actually, all in all. I think let's have a look at the old stats in a moment and just see. I'm not going to save the replay to that one because it was a comparatively dull race. Take these headphones off. Get so hot doing this. Goodness. Let's have a look at the stats. The all-important stats to see if it repairs some of the damage from yesterday. And the good news is that race actually repairs all the damage from the Nordschleife race I did yesterday. So that's really good. It takes me back to 35,000. Still not up to where I was, but that's still better. So I think we'll run it one more time, and then that will, after one more race, we'll definitely call it a downstream. It is quite tiring. I would like to have a go at the Manufacturers Cup, but you know, you kind of onto a good thing. You kind of want to stick with it, don't you? With the whole Tokyo track here, it's just, I don't know why, but it's the Ridge Racer music or something like that. It just makes it all work for me. So that was a good result today. I think we needed a good result like that. But it was all about qualifying, you know, qualifying in the top half of the grid rather than like towards the back, which is where I've been almost all the time. You know, my qualifying's not been, even on this track, my qualifying's not putting me where I exactly should belong. I do feel tired though. Do I have the energy to do one more? That's the thing. So we shall see. That was good. Good result. Good result though. Good result in terms of now Thomas said earlier, actually, focus on the lap, not the man. The problem for me is I need someone to focus on. That's what makes me quicker. But on a situation like that with the chicane, because there's no line of where you know where the edge of the penalty is, you just have to kind of go for it, really. And I sort of backed off a bit after that, so my lap time suffered a bit. But in the next race, you've got to go for it again, really. There's not much you can do. At least we retained third position there, so 3,400 points. Not the end of the world at this stage, but certainly we have better options to go. I just want to see what championship schedule is, just to see what the other races are. So we got Suzuka, Interlagos and Red Bull Ring. Well, I already know I'm not going to be that great at the Red Bull Ring, purely because I struggle with the concept of using all the runoff that people are using. I find it very off-putting for me as a driver. I don't like the way they let everybody drive off the track at sort of turn one and the final corner and a couple of other corners. It's something I really wish Polyphony would sort out. I think Brazil's interesting. It's a good circuit for a race. I think Suzuka again, it's very challenging. Anything can happen, but I don't feel as quick on Suzuka. I feel like there's special techniques that people have got that are making the difference. So yeah, I mean, this obviously I didn't do Brands Hatch because the car cost too much money. I don't know if anyone did that race, honestly. I mean, it was a bit silly doing that. And I didn't do Kyoto because I don't know the track. The sad part is that the GR2 car are my favourite. Then we got round 10 at Les Sauves in these GR1 cars, or Group 1 cars. But I really have a I don't have much experience of these cars on this game. I don't have any experience of them, so that's going to be a bit of a journey into the unknown. Can't really click on it. Whatever the Group 1 cars are. Is that the super fast alien cars? Does anyone know? So do let me know, viewers. So we'll try what we can. Okay, so that was interesting tonight. That was a good couple of races, and yeah, we'll have one more. Let's back out of this. How long have we got to sign up? Just double check. Okay, right, let's go into this. Got 11 minutes. Right, I'll be back in a minute, viewers. Hello viewers. Still get well, no, I was actually I'm just having a rest for a minute. You know, it's funny when you do these races, you don't really think about it, but by the time you do practice, quali, race, and everything else, you drive like after doing 2 or 3 of these races, you're sort of knackered, and I don't want to end up in a position where I'm just like shattered. The funny thing is about the I don't know if anyone watched the full starts, but in both races several cars full started and I didn't see a single one of them get a penalty, which was interesting. So I noticed that in both races actually there was a lot of full starting. I think we're going to have an interesting just trying to think if I should do one more race or not. I am pretty tired. Any tips for getting your DR up? Jimmy says. I guess really, first thing is get your SR up. If your sports rating is at maximum, your driver rating actually goes up quicker. Really, unfortunately, the driver rating isn't that intelligent on this game. The only way is to be quick and to do well in races. But what can help you is definitely doing time trials of the course that you're going to race on. Do lots of time trials because I've not done that much on this. I go on it for like a day and all that. But if you really want to improve, you've really got to put some time into it. When you look at the schedule of races, pick out the races that you think you can do well at and focus on those. Don't do all of them. I did all of them in the last season because I wanted to challenge myself with every type of car, because you never know what can work for you and what won't. So I'm just trying to relax a bit to figure out if I want to do another race or not. That's the thing. Should I do another race? I suppose I may as well have a go. Because if I do, I think we know I can get a result. And do like the video as well, viewers. Do like the video, and you know, it supports us in what we do. We've got 24 people watching now on YouTube. Yay! Do you know, it's funny, isn't it, how it changes. I remember when I was much bigger on YouTube years ago, and I think if I'd been streaming, 5 or 6 years ago, goodness me, I'd probably have done really well. But alas, I kind of missed the boat on streaming, and since I'm streaming now, and also because VVV is a multi-gaming channel, a lot of people are frustrated I'm not playing other games at the moment. But the reason why I'm not playing other games is it's not just the fact I'm enjoying this, it's the fact that I don't have the time to do more than one game. If I was playing Formula 1, I'll do Formula 1. Pretty soon I'm probably going to make a switch across to Formula 1 and really focus on that for a bit, probably. Not certain, probably. Because I would like to do the Formula 1 career. I might do the Formula 1 career while I'm playing Gran Turismo. But I'm definitely not good enough for Formula 1 League racing yet. But I really would like to get into Formula 1 League racing. It's something I'd like to do. I had a go on iRacing last night. It wasn't. We'll take these off for a minute. It was an unsuccessful test, basically, at iRacing. Shall we enter? Go on. We'll enter one more time, then, viewers. One more race. One more. iRacing unfortunately doesn't work well enough for my PC with its current setup, so I definitely can't stream iRacing at the moment. And I've got some big issues trying to get my wheel working, get it recognised properly. There's definitely something not working there. So there's definitely something there that is an issue, and it's something which I will. Let's see, what have we got here? So we can have a little bit of Ridge Racer Revolution, can't we? A little bit of Ridge Racer Revolution. And just a bit of that in the background, just to give it some atmosphere. So let's have a listen. There we go. A bit of Ridge Racer Revolution just to get that set. Gives a bit of atmosphere, viewers. A bit of Ridge Racer atmosphere. So yeah, it all changes on YouTube, doesn't it? Do you know what's interesting about YouTube is how it changes. You know, like, you know, there was a time in like 2012 where you know, you had tons of people tuning in all the time, or 2013, 2014, and you know, your biggest fans, and then suddenly they just don't tune in anymore. It's always a little bit fickle, isn't it? It's the funny thing about YouTube. It's a funny old world and the way it all works. I like this view of the train tracks. It's nice. And the music goes so well to it as well. It really does feel like a Ridge Racer game. It really does feel like a Ridge Racer game. It's interesting. Matchmaking starting soon. So yeah, getting DR up is practice, really. Know the track. Focus on your sportsmanship rating. Once I focus on your sportsmanship rating, yeah, it might mean you have to have a race where you let people past you who are a bit crazy, where you don't get mixed up in crashes in front of you. But that all comes with experience, you know. That all comes with, when I'm racing, I try to explain to you guys that I'm constantly assessing how people are driving, I had a little race the other day with Key, one of his lobbies, and I didn't stop and he did, and I could see by the body language of his car that he wasn't hanging around, you know. And if I had started blocking, I know he gets frustrated, but also it would have ended up in carnage. You've got to just recognise when you have a chance. Okay, well, we're in a much higher scoring room now. Oh goodness, there's some good players in here, aren't there? Okay. Let's see what else is going on YouTube. Who we got? Key's streaming at the moment, is he? And Jev is streaming now as well. What's he doing? He's doing the Manufacturers Cup. So Jev and Key are focusing on the Manufacturers Cup tonight. I would quite like to have a go at that because I quite like Nürburgring now. Never used to, but there's a part of me that lost a bit of confidence last night. Well, I say lost a bit of confidence. There's techniques and tactics, and the McLaren beaches a bit on the chicane, and you actually lose quite a bit of time. I'm going to rewind this piece of music because I want to have this piece of music to drive to. Oh goodness. Let's see now. What have we got here? I wonder how people set up a default message. That's something I'll have to figure out as well. How do you set up a default message? Because then I can say to people, hey, you're on YouTube, like other people do. And I'm just going to tweet this as well. And see, hold on. I'm not going to do a warm up. I've done enough laps of this circuit. So I'm going to get some more water quickly though, before I dry up. Okay, here we go then. On to quali. And it's putting me quite a long way back, isn't it? Okay, so oh Jesus, sorry. Oh Jesus. Oh well, that's my qualifying lap gone now. Hey, yay. Try and not mess up my tyres now until I get round again, basically. Oh, going in on the wrong angle, and that's that. So this lap is now pointless. I may as well go into the pit straight away and just get new tyres. I tried to get out of that guy's way, but there you go. So we'll go in the pits, get some new tyres, and then we'll try again. And then we won't pit again after that. We'll just wear the tyres out for the rest of the run. It's a shame it doesn't give you that penalty straight away though, isn't it? You've got to do a whole lap. There you go. It's one of those things. So at least we have a clear track on the next lap. Well, I say at least we have a clear track. It all depends if we get round before... Alright, okay. He's the guy now in last, so hopefully we'll get a clear lap in. Come on, let's put a lap in. It's not finished last. Start last. Messed up there. That's a shame. 28.3. No. So despite messing up, it's 27.9. That would have been a good first sector had I not messed that up. Oh, good time, good time. Pole position, viewers. Pole position. Despite making a mistake then as well. We're going to pit again here for new tyres, because we may as well, because we're stuck behind this guy. So even though we did a really good first sector, let's just we know we're not going to get past those two, so we might as well try getting some clear track. Oh, it's brilliant news. That's brilliant. Where did that come from? Look at that. You see again, you know, 52.6. That's 1.1 seconds quicker than I managed in my practice session. Just goes to show how much I just don't like hot lapping. I need a bit of pressure or something to get me going. It's a shame. Still not the end of the world though. Ah, and I got my braking wrong. Now you might wonder why. Why did I get my braking wrong there? What it is that because I'm on brand new grippy tyres, I actually need to brake a little bit later than I normally would in race trim. So I was braking where I normally brake, and of course it meant I was braking too early. Anyway, we should do a 1:16 now, which means this lap is over. If it's a 1:16 in this next sector, then what we'll do is well, we're not going to beat our 1:52 now, are we? So we may as well make space for ourselves. Let's just see a 1:16 here, 1:15.8. So that's enough for me to say let's slow down now and let's cruise. We're not accelerating at all, but we're not falling far behind that guy. He's obviously trying to make space himself. And away we go. Let's see if we can try and improve. We're only just in the lead. But, funny, it was the two of us that were at the back are the two who have gone to the front. Isn't that funny? Too slow. Shows that little bit of tyre wear, you know, and you just lose that couple of tenths. Damn. Little bit of tyre wear and it goes. And it goes. Second place. Damn, lost that pole position. That's a shame. Never mind, no. We haven't got a better lap in us now, but we'll try and just do our best. You just need a clear track and new tyres there, and that enabled that to be possible. I think what's interesting though is how, like on a situation like that there, you know, you can get a really good qualifying lap that you can't necessarily repeat. I couldn't repeat that at 52. It's way too fast for me to repeat. I'm glad he held his line there because I had to hold mine. So let's see where we end up. I mean, we're not doing too bad on lap times. I suppose 153s would see us in a good result. I mean, look at that. Even that, by normal standards, would have been alright. But not bad, not bad. In a lobby like this, it's not bad, is it? It's not bad, viewers. 26 people watching right now. 26 people. Come on, talk to me, viewers. Talk to me. I mean, I don't know how many's watching on Facebook. I'm sure you're watching on Facebook and Twitch. I can't tell at the moment. I'm having a problem with chat, viewers, so I can't actually see your chat properly. But chat anyway, because I can see the screen's not updating. That was good. That's good. You know what? That's a good result. Filthy ZN is very quick, isn't he? Look, 6,000 points. He's clearly a really good racer. I tell you what. Look at. Has anyone looked at the lap times in this lobby? Oh my goodness. So 1 second covers the top 14 positions. I mean, that is just bonkers. That is just pure bonkers. Right. So, I just want to get through. All right, you know what? Let's have some music. Let's have some music. Woo! There we go. Get in there. Second place. I wasn't even ready to flash my lights. I'm so far up the grid. I'm not used to this front row business. Front row. Let's just get the start right. Pump that volume. Pump it. Pump it. Pump it up. Let's see. Okay. Now I've got to concentrate, viewers. This is going to be, I think, a challenging race. This lobby is quick. It's funny, when I watch Key's races, you know, he's so quick. And you know, racing these guys are so fast sometimes, you know, it's so bloody difficult. I'll do my best. I just can't believe that we're all within like a second. It's crazy. Oh, look at that. 153.7 puts you 17th on the grid. If anybody's tried this track, they'll know that these aren't bad times. Wow. It's going to be all about the penalties. Right. Focus. That guy's got me on the inside. He held on. I was really worried that him sliding into me was going to give me a penalty then. That was my big worry. So that guy behind us got a penalty. So that really is giving us a little bit of breathing room. Not much, but... bit of ridge racer through there, sliding the car through, had to lift, so I will have lost some performance. But, that wasn't a place to overtake really. Okay, that guy's right behind me, so we're going to brake here. We're going to brake here because I can see he's going to go for a lunge, and we're just going to defend that nicely. It's so slow around that corner, isn't it? You feel like, oh, have I done it wrong? And he's gaining on me a bit, but that's all right. Have to concentrate a bit on this one, viewers. This guy's pushing me very quickly. He's closing on me as well, so he's got some serious speed. Damn, I lost a lot of time in that corner. It's so difficult, that corner. I can't even stress to you guys at home watching just how difficult the corner is. The car is really unpredictable on the brakes in that corner. So, you know, it's just one of those things. I mean, you could see I still pulled out a little bit there for a second on him. Just even though I had a bad corner myself, you know, we're all on the limit. I was a bit slow through there then. Knowingly though, I'm still trying to play it sort of safe, because, you know, one mistake and you can get a big penalty. And as I say, he wasn't much quicker then, was he? A little bit, but he might have got some wheel spin. He's right on me now. Not much I can do. I'm doing my best, but this guy's like on me like glue. A slower sector this time. Bad sector that time. Tyres just fading a bit and catching me out. Can happen because we're pushing so hard here. Catching us both out there. Tyres are wearing. Tyres are wearing. Just got to be a little bit careful that chicane, because you can't do it as quick as you could, because the grip really isn't there in quite the same way now. Struggling with grip badly now. We've really been pushing these tyres hard, you know, both of us. So I can't lose him, that's for sure. Tyres are really starting to go now, so you can see that on the lap time there. Okay, we're going to go defensive now. Because why the hell not? So this is going to be a battle to the end. So a bit of a shame I just didn't have a bit more time in the bag, but I've done my best. If I lose the lead, I'll be disappointed for sure, having led the whole race, or virtually the whole race, but I can't be disappointed with my own performance. I think I've put in the best laps I possibly could, and I'm just going to have to defend all the way to the finish here now. He's very close, isn't he? Yeah, he's too close. Too close to call now. He's looking for the inside, so we're going to break inside. We're getting leery. Tyres are going. Well. That was late braking, when I mean like with a capital L-A-T-E, braking. He's still got better traction at the corner than us. He's close. He's close. We're going to brake later than usual. That was risky. He's going to go for a break. We're going to keep him wide. Done it! A win at last. My goodness me. That was pressure, viewers. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Well, I tell you what. Look at us. We were way ahead, basically. Oh, my goodness me. A win. A win in the bag after all of the drama. That was... I've got to say that was tough. That was really tough. Wow, what a grid. And a good win, good points. Get in there. Really pleased with that. We've got Rene Ritchie here as well. Thanks for the donation last night, Rennie. Really appreciate it. Good, good. Yes, I'm going to thank him actually. Good points on the board. I'm pleased about that. That was a really tense battle, frankly. Wow. Okay, that's good points as well. Good points. Not the most exciting race from a viewing perspective, I know. And I know I wasn't talking much during that race, but what was his name? Bongi. Thanks for the clean race. There we are. He's probably already gone, but there we are. Oh well, do you know what, viewers? I'm pleased about that. That's a good. You know, I was going around and I was driving the wheels off that car, thinking I can't get away from this guy, and he sets a better lap than me, and he closed up from 2 seconds, and I just thought, well, all I can keep doing is play defensive at the end. I mean, I know defense is fair. I wouldn't. Did I save the replay? I can't remember now. Yep. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Wow, that was a race, viewers. That was a race. I'm pleased about that. That was. That's more like it. That's. I'm relieved about that. Thanks for watching, everybody. I have to admit, it was like silence, but we were so on the edge on that race. So I go to every corner was you like that with the throttle, just trying to find, because you can't hear the car. It makes it difficult to understand what it's doing sometimes. You just kind of hover. You feel like you're hovering in that car. You don't feel like you're gripping the ground. And you just think to yourself, well, look, I just don't want to bin it. But it's all about that chicane as well. I was losing a lot of time through the chicane, but it's so risky going like 1 mile an hour quicker through there. You can bin it so easily. That was a good race, viewers. That was a good. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely sorted. I just, that first couple of races were a nightmare, weren't they? Yes, we had the thumping heartbeat sound from the plate. It really was like a heartbeat, wasn't it? Boom, 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 and it goes through the wheel every time you hit those bumps. Your wheel goes like that, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, very respectful of the opponent. I mean, I was defending, but let's face it, we'd had you know. I think there was I'll defend fairly. You know, if he got round me and he got past me, I'm not the sort of person to crash him out. Not to the final corner. Then I'll defend quite viciously. But no, I didn't have to, because he was quite respectful, and that was good. But it was a really good run, and I think what was amazing was we were 15 seconds ahead of third place, who was in that lobby was something. So good points. You think a couple more races like that, and I'd be on, you know, 5,500 to 6,000 points. Either way, that was a really good result today. Really good result. Let's have a look at the stats. Finally, some good news for the stats. Let's have a look here and see what. Made some progress. We have made progress. There we are. What are we up to? 36,900. So that's a bit of progress for the first time in almost a month, or I say month, about 3 weeks. We've not had any progress for 3 weeks, so that's something. So I'm pleased about that, and that's a good result actually. So yeah, good racing this evening. I will have some dinner soon, and do like the stream as well. Goodness, with lots of Valentino Rossi turns 40 today. Absolutely, Valentino, absolutely. He gets criticised so much by people these days, and it's a shame there's not enough respect in motorsport these days. It's changed, doesn't it? I think motorsport in terms of respect, but partially, part of the reason that motorsport has changed is, you know, years ago, racing drivers like Formula 1 drivers or MotoGP riders were you know, the mature racer. You know, they were 30 to 40, they were you know, over 40, and they were experienced. You know, they'd been racing for years, and you knew they'd worked their way up the tree. Whereas now, it's, if you've got the connections and the money at age 18, you know, you can just get up there. You know, it really does make a difference now. So, and that means that there's not as much respect, because there's not as much to everybody, is there? It's not like you can meet someone of that age and, you know what they're about. Whereas when somebody's spent years getting there, you know, like myself, bit of maturity in your racing gaming. That's what you need, viewers. That was a hell of a race. I just want to take a look now at the replay. I just want to look at the replay for a minute because I just want to see. Let's see what rubbish car they give me today. Oh, music's a bit loud. And oh, there you go. There's my really expensive car that I'm never going to use. That's brilliant. You know, a Nissan Skyline. I don't know how many of those I've already got. So big thanks to everybody there. Jeff, Paki OT, Rene, Mike. You know, appreciate the comments, and got Andrew Dalton here as well. Thanks for all the comments, everybody. It's nice to see. And Jonathan's here as well. Thanks, Jonathan. So yeah, it's been a busy week, isn't it, in Formula One? Like I say, watching all the launches. I'm looking forward to testing this coming week as well, getting stuck into that. We've got a new podcast this week, and we're going to put up soon how you can add your questions to that podcast, which will be interesting. And obviously we'll have some news on Dirt Rally 2 this week as well, Dirt Rally 2.0. I'll have a video and a chat with Kevin about that. So lots to look forward to in terms of coverage on that. And of course, there's something I've been meaning to do for some time, is this Formula One career. I'd quite like to do it on the PC, but I'm having some issues with running games and streaming on the PC. Basically, the PC slows down a lot when I'm streaming and playing a game on it. It's just not that great. So I have to decide what I'm going to do. And yeah, just thanks to everyone for the support watching and enjoying some of the racing on the channel. I know it's been a lot of Gran Turismo. Do let me know what other games you'd like to see as well. I always like to at least try and entertain everybody with something, and you know, it's good to share a bit of gaming news. But that was a let's have a look at that replay for. I just wanted to see if anyone didn't see it. This was the race earlier, and I just think it's worth having a look at, because this race was great in terms of action. We'll just have a little look at it for a moment. And thanks to everybody for watching as well. You know, we've got a little hardcore audience here of VVV fans. You know, I think that's it's always good that when there's so many streamers out there that, you know, we can still attract an audience, no matter how small. I'd like to think more mature racing fans. I'd like to think we're more relaxed racing channel than a lot of them out there. We're sort of no nonsense, aren't we? I think that's how I like to. Let's see. So this was the replay, and I just wanted to see. This was my start. If anybody. So you'll see some guys roll forward behind me. There they go. They've jump started already. And away we go. So we dodged him, and then that was it. I mean, I don't know why he wasn't clear at that point. You know, like sort of see-through, as it were, at that point. And then that put me down to 12. And then he crashed into him, which someone crashed into me. And oh, mayhem, viewers. let's just see this again, because I've got to laugh. This is brilliant. There was nowhere for me to go. I mean, look, it's oh man, it's just, you're not expecting that in a game. In real life, it might be different, but so trying to avoid everybody here. Now he crashes into the car in front. Oh my god, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness! Wow! Oh, what's the look back button? That's just. Is it L2? can't remember what button you press to bring up the oh, okay, so I'd like to just see what's. Look at the mayhem! Look at the mayhem here. This was just brilliant. I just love it when you have a start to a race. It's just so. Look at that. That's brilliant. Look at the drama. Drama Rama. Oh my goodness me. Oh, that is just. Oh, that's classic. What a mess. But this is A class and S class racers. Do you know what I mean? It's not like these are beginners. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Oh wow. That's just madness, isn't it? It's just madness. So yeah, and I actually had a 4-second penalty now, so I dropped from 8th to. Let's have a look here. Look at this though. Look, drama going into this corner. Oh wow. So you'll see me somewhere with my penalty at the side there somewhere. Where am I? There I am. There I am. Trying to block the racing line a bit. So that put me down in 17th place. 17th place. And so if you miss this race, I managed to get from 17th to 5th with a penalty on the final lap. Unfortunately, which wasn't my fault. But well, maybe it was. We'll take a look. I don't think it was, but we'll see. And this is great now. It's good action through the chicane here. I'm in kind of that mood now where I just didn't care mood. You know when you think, ah, well, who cares? I might as well go for it now. This is amazing. So let's see, Project Cars 2 we'd like to see some GT and iRacing. Project Cars 2 as well. I wonder what format I can play Project Cars 2 on. Whether it problem is I don't have it on PS4 and it doesn't at the moment. The problem is with Project Cars 2 is it's much better on the PC than any other format, and I can't get my PC. I need like another graphics card basically to. I've got a GTX 1080 which is great, but for whatever reason when I'm streaming, because I'm using the PC, it slows everything down to a chug. Oh, you know what? I just overtook a couple of cars there, didn't I? Look at this. Sorry, I'm just looking. I'm thinking, what's going on here? Braking, taking him. Oh, 2 cars. So that's 2 cars done. Lovely. Look at that. 2 cars. Oh, was that someone going into the back of me then? Oh no, there's a guy going into the wall. Ouch. 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 Let's see that again here. It's good to see the drama. To see the drama. Look at this. Look. He rammed him into the wall. That is so naughty. The driving is just horrendous from everybody there. Look how bashed up everybody's cars are. It's crazy. Ultima Ballista, absolutely. That's a good one, Renee. It's, you know, it's a game that kind of slipped me by in a way, and I really would like to put more time into it. One of the problems at VVV is that I've always wished we had more people making content on the channel. And one of the rules is that if people are going to work on VVV, that they work on VVV rather than running their own channel on VVV. Because what happens then is, oh look, going up on the inside here, not managing it, and then losing a position. Look at that. So that didn't go right for me there. But you know, I still seem to be getting some ground here. What am I doing? Am I going up the inside? I'm feeling aggressive at this point. I'm feeling aggressive. This was great action. Look at this. Up on the inside, doing it. Doing it. Look at that. Oh, a bit of a drift inside there as well. Made it. Made it. That was tight. But you know, I wasn't mucking around. I wanted to beat these two guys. Oh, look at that on the inside. Pressured him into the mistake. Oh, look, and another mistake from him. Ouch, what's gone wrong there? You know what he's done? He's hit the wall. He's hit the wall at the top and lost it. Look how much we all struggle on that hairpin. I mean, this car does not like that hairpin at all. Just doesn't like it. That's partially because of the weight, sort of more top-heavy weight. The central gravity, should I say. British touring car race would be good. Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, it'd be good online, wouldn't it? I should speak to Actual Vision and say, ask Luke to bung me in a race, just to have some fun. I do enjoy the less stressful, non-ranked races. I can have more fun then. Races like this are a bit more stressful because they're ranked and all that jazz. I used to feel quite stressed when I played iRacing because it felt like a real race. Oh, I made a mistake there. I broke late and made a mistake. That was interesting. I lost ground. So keep using the mouse here. Okay. Good action though. Closing on these guys. So, I mean, that's quite surprising, isn't it? Given the style. Look how we're all struggling. Goodness me. Car is horrible on that corner. Absolutely horrible. So, gaining here. Let's see. Going over the chicane. No, no. But we've moved up a position somehow. Somebody may have pitted. That's what's happened there. Oh, look. So we were behind this pink car for quite a while, weren't we? Until I made a decision to go for it, I think, here. No, no. Oh, look at that. Wow. You know, you think you've made the corner and you still get wheel spin in this car. The way the electric energy comes in is so sort of punchy. It's so silent. Silent but deadly. Oh, look. There you go. Wrecked there, got wrecked, and that's him out of the race. We're out of the way, so we're up to 10th position now. Look at these two guys having their battle. Now this is where I was talking about hanging behind them. They didn't have good momentum here, but I knew that I had to hang behind them because I thought otherwise we're just all gonna go off, aren't we? You can see how when you've got someone in your way that you suddenly boxed in on that chicane as well. Not quick through there then. Now, do I go for an overtake again? Do I go for a Daniel Ricciardo special? Let's have a look, see what happens. Oh, I think I do. No, I wasn't expecting to hit the wall there. I wasn't expecting him to hit the wall. Nearly lost control. I hit the brakes to avoid him there. Otherwise we could have had a very nasty incident. So this race was good action. If you guys missed it earlier, great action throughout the field. VVV Mars VG working his way up, braking on the inside there. I'm assuming there's somebody behind me or something. Or maybe I was thinking about going for the overtake and they all braked a bit later. Goodness me, it feels like it was a longer race, doesn't it, this one? It does feel like it was a longer race, but that last race felt like an eternity, so... Cool, I hear those tyres die. Coming up now behind the pink car. Oh, I had nowhere to go here. Gave me a little tap, I think, because I literally had nowhere to go, and I thought, oh, you know what? I've got to do this. I've got to do this. Keep it tight to the inside. Oh, sounded like there was action. Sounded like there was action. Let's just see if there was action. See, so I went round. He's around the outside, and he lost it. He lost it. Oh goodness. Okay, it sounded like someone hit the wall, didn't it? See if we can. So, I mean, we've come up from 17th place, and we're working our way up, trying to gain on these next cars. And look at that. I mean, at this point, we had gained our way from the back of the grid to being able to see first place, and that's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good little touch there, but just my tyres are gone. I've been battling so hard. I was quite firm on them. Oh, I'm up into 6th. I've overtaken somebody there, haven't I? So I overtake somebody here. Goodness me, it feels like, oh, he gets a penalty, does he? That's it, it's a penalty. Another one bites the dust. Bit of defending going on. See, we're very racy, aren't we? Look at this racing action right the way through. Great action. I'm going to leave you guys with that. I'll be straight back, viewers. Okay, so where are we then? This is where final lap, of course. I overtake this guy, don't I? I didn't realise I got past this guy as well. So what a race it was, though. What action, you know, from moving up the grid to moving to the back of the grid to trying to overtake these guys. Close racing, though. Look at that. Really good close racing. I didn't realise how much I was sliding the car then. Partially I'm trying to avoid the car in front. Look at that, wow. And I took him into the braking area, and oh no, I just want to go to the point here. This was it here, I think. Final lap. I'm losing it a little bit here, and that was it. And then that gives me a 4-second penalty, and then I get moved back to 8th place, sadly, after the penalty. So that was a bit of a bummer, wasn't it? I think looking back at it there, a bit unlucky for me to get a penalty. I don't think that was quite my fault. I mean, I've got the back end standing out for sure. Oh no, it wasn't my fault at all. So another penalty there that was a bit of nonsense, wasn't it? A bit of nonsense. So let's just exit from that for a moment. Let's just check something for a second, and then we will see where we are. Yeah, we'll see what we're going to do on Dirt 2. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we're going to do on that. I'm just going to check something, and then fortunately I don't think we're good enough at the Nürburgring to do any good at it, really. But that was a great bit of action in that race. I think I've missed it now, haven't I? Yeah, I've missed 10 past 8. I was just thinking I could jump into that, but I'll leave that for now. And that's it, done for tonight. I haven't done a manufacturer race yet. I really should do. I'll just have a quick practice, and then I'll finish off the stream, viewers. Let's just have a little practice in the McLaren Automobilista we were talking about earlier, weren't we? Yeah, it's a shame we couldn't find anyone from the sim racing community who wanted to help out on BVV. That's always been a problem for us. You know, if we had someone who liked sim racing and wanted to make some sim racing content, great. You know, so let's finish tonight. I'm just going to do some practice, and a good result, a nice win against good competition, and not only a good win, but I think not only a good win, but I kind of felt quite competitive across the board, actually. It just shows, doesn't it, in these racing games? What it shows is how it really depends on the car and the track. Nice to have a bit of engine sound again, and gears. Braking is a bit earlier there than I thought it was. That's one thing I do wish about Gran Turismo, is that I wish the manufacturers and the Nations Cup races were on different days. I think having them all on the same day isn't really very helpful, because I would like to do both, but having them both on the same day, I think it probably worked when you were only allowed to enter the FIA races once, but now they've got the multiple entries. So I think in terms of time, I can see already that there's elements here and there where I could work on, but I'm not quick enough at the moment to compete with the other guys. You know, there's techniques to this track that I'm clearly missing at the moment, and I'm losing sort of partially. It's down to that final chicane. reduce that to a 1. There's definitely a better way across that. Yeah, there's definitely a much better way across that than I'm doing. So, yeah, there we go. That was a bit of testing on there as well, and just thought I'd see where I am. I'm sort of basically there's a second on an average lap to find on that circuit, and where a lot of the time is actually in the it's actually in the final chicane. There's actually a second in the final chicane, over a second if you get it right. So that's something to look at if you're ever doing this course, is look at other people's lines, but also be aware in the cars like this is that they're not all the same. So this McLaren doesn't go over the curbs in quite the way some of the other higher cars do. It's a funny old car to drive actually, and you'll notice I had some traction on there just to, I feel sometimes I can lean on the car a bit more with traction control, but it depends on how bumpy the track is. No, I'm Justin, I've had enough now. I've done my Grand Prix distances for the night. I'm just having quick practice, and I'm gonna call it a night. It's been a really good race tonight. Really enjoyed it. It's been thanks for everyone tuning in. Really appreciate that as well. You know, it's great to always have lots of viewers here and, you know, supporting what we do. And as I say, I am looking at different racing games and different racing series, and, you know, just doing it more for fun, so that I'm just competing in different leagues and stuff like that, to get a bit of exposure, as well as doing the new games as well. I mean, obviously we're well known for covering all the new games. I've said before, it's more challenging for us to get the new games now, because the games companies choose particular YouTubers and streamers to cover their games, and that can sometimes make it difficult for us to get hold of it in a way, because it's so controlled in terms of who sees what. But we'll keep doing our best to find the content and, you know, showing it to you guys, and yeah, we'll keep on working on the channel. And I know some people are maybe a bit bored of Gran Turismo, and I know you know, I want to mix it up a bit. It wasn't the plan to do so much Gran Turismo, I can tell you that. I had other plans. I would like to do more other games. I mean, as I say, on the Team VV Games channel, there'll be more general gaming on there, and I haven't done as much as I would like so far. Again, it's challenging trying to get access to some of the games. It's all so tied up now, but we'll keep doing our best. And do check out the website, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and all that jazz, and like the video as well. We've got 20 likes on the video. Come on, guys, get a few more likes on there, and yeah, subscribe to the channel as well. It really supports us when you guys subscribe and share what we do. But that's it from me for now, viewers. I hope you've enjoyed the streams tonight. It's been good action, a good race, a much needed shot in the arm, I think, after some difficult results recently, and there'll be more from me, more action very soon.